Lepaskan ya, lepaskan sunjak.
Boleh.
Tekan korang. Okey, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa ashabihi wa man tabi'ahum bi ihsanin ila yaumiddin. Amma ba'd. Okay, so right now we move to the second slide of this parallel session for 5B parallel session. So for your information, we have 5 presenters this morning. So before I hand over to the first presenter, please be informed that each presenter will be given only 10 minutes. A 2-minute notice will be given before the time ends. All right. Yeah. Okay, so yep. All right. So now we start with the first presenter. I would like to introduce Dr. Abdul Rahman Hamzah. His presentation title is Islamic Calligraphy in Mosques as Decoration Element and Instrument of Dakwah. So please welcome Dr. Rahman.
First of all, thank you to organizers, MC, all presenters, speakers, members. I am Dr. Prof. Hamzah and my colleagues. We work this together. Dr. Abdul Basir, Dr. Hafiz, Dr. Ahmadin, Dr. Ahmadzah, all of us from the same department, Academy of Islamic Civilization. And my topic is Islamic calligraphy in mosques as decoration element and instrument of Dakwah. And I would like to share also that I'm now the president of Islamic Calligraphy Association in Malaysia. So hopefully this topic, part of the application of Islamic calligraphy, will benefit all of us, Insha Allah. Can I move next? Okay. Abstract. Islamic calligraphy is the most typical and widespread art form in the Muslim society. It is found throughout the Islamic world, wherever they are, all over the world, and you can see it is applied on India mosques. This article will analyze the calligraphy inscription. I choose 3 mosques, which is one from Egypt, which is Al-Azhar Mosque. Second is Turkey, Sultan Ahmad Mosque or Blue Mosque, and the third is from Malaysia, which is Putrajaya. And of course, all these 3 it represents these 3 parts of the world, which is very important in Islamic civilization, as well as Malaysia is my country. So this study shows that Islamic calligraphy applied in most besides the splendid aesthetical values for decoration, it is also have more many information. It reveals much about history, different religious schools of thoughts, qualities, culture of art, and other valuable messages related to the text as they are presented. This shows that choices of inscriptions or verses in mosques are mainly based on the content and the meaning, although the form of the inscription also plays a certain role. So all the 3 mosques also have many similarities as well as differences, which we will discuss. This study is significant for authorities, architects, designers, as well as researchers in the field to comprehend the messages behind the forms, as well as the facilitating ideas and how to decorate our mosques, especially for the younger generation. Introduction. Calligraphy has a special position in Islam. Writing, calligraphy is very important in Islam. we look back to the first verses, revelation to the Prophet, Iqra, and recite, and followed by those who teach use that teach us to use pen, and also later Surah Nur, which in Quran said, "Nun wal qalami wa ma yasturun," for the sake of the pen, what they write. So all of these verses show that the importance of writing and become Islamic calligraphy. Awareness of the glory and importance of writing caused the Islamic community to pay special attention to Arabic writing, Islamic calligraphy, to achieve the best quality for the purpose of copying the Quran and later on applied in various areas. Background. The art of calligraphy in Islamic society is not limited on copying manuscripts or copying Quran, but is also applied to various art needed that can imagine, including public buildings, mosques, and elsewhere. In pre-Islamic times, selected ethnic poems rose or hung on the walls of Kaaba with the advent of Islam. The superficial and less useful poems were replaced by digital Islamic calligraphy from Islam from Quran verses to guide. Problem statement. First, inscriptions found in mosques or other Islamic buildings are often viewed as sacred and considered for decoration purposes only. While the truth is that very large contribution to understanding the Islamic community that place at that time and so on. Second, lack of appreciation, understanding and appreciation of the variety of most decoration styles. And there are many beautiful calligraphy styles, but who will study and follow and benefit from what they have created for us? And third, the difficulty of balancing between the production of works that follow the actual method means they would like to decorate the most, but with not following the accurate method of calligraphy writing, as well as at the same time maintain the guidelines set for the writing of manuscript. I mean the way of writing the Quran, result of smiling was all. So it is very important for those who want to participate in this field. The objectives. The objective of this paper is first, knowing the characteristics of calligraphy written in these three significant mosques from 3 countries. Second, identify the reasons for selection, why they choose selected verses from Quran. What's the meaning behind that? The third is providing the best selection of inscriptions to be used as decoration for current mosques, for those involved in the decorating mosques. Significance of the study. The art of calligraphy exhibited can be studied and utilized in many aspects. It includes aspects of language, history, politics, and so on. The culture, the art, the patterns, the illumination, decoration, everything. We got to get specific places. The second, the issue of preserving the heritage of Islamic art in the modern Islamic world and appreciating the work of previous calligraphers. Preserving the art of calligraphy. Third, local authorities, those who involved building mosques, so they need this kind of information. Okay, so of course, my slides, I have more than 20 slides. And no, actually my paper is in Malay, but when I joined the live presentation, I found that there are many other participants from other Malaysia. And so I just, translate, Google Translate just a few minutes back. So I'm sorry for the inaccurate translation, because I hope that by presenting in English, so you can benefit more. And I don't think I could read all detail, so I just focus on the important points. Okay, so we all know that the history of Islamic inscription before Islam, they had the culture of hanging, writing inscription in important buildings, such as in Kaaba and so on. But they hang the poems or the information and so on. But when Islam came, all changed to hanging Islamic inscription. I mean, the verses of Quran, they changed on the messages or the selected verses from the Quran. Okay, so the first mosque, which is Al Azhar, we all know that it is built by the Fatimid, and we all know that Muslim we have two different biggest school of thought, which is Sunni and Shia. So Al Azhar was built in 972 by the Fatimids, which is the Shia. And so they were the one who built the Al Azhar, more than 1,000 years old already. And these are the inscriptions written we found in Al Azhar. At the entrance, we see that it is hadith basically to perform prayers. And then Salah, prayers is a bit of religion, and then we find Surah Zumar, and then Surah Al-Fatihah, Surah Tawbah, Surah Araf, Surah Yunus, Ayat Kursi, and all this. Surah Al-Mu'min. And this is the picture that I take myself. I took picture of the photos myself. This first is about Muslimin, and then the Sahan, the interior court, and then all the blind arches. Okay, so we will discuss what the inscriptions needed. And the second mosque is in Istanbul, Masjid Sultan Ahmad. The Sultan Ahmad Mosque, also known as the Mosque, one of the most important mosques in Turkey, just opposite Hagia Sophia, and that's why I chose it. And I studied all the calligraphy, all the inscriptions written on the main entrance, inside, and almost all part of the mosque, and we will discuss it later. It is built by Sultan Ahmad, and the architect is Mehmet Aga. He's the student of Mimar Sinai. This is the Blue Mosque. Also, the picture taken by myself. The inscription Surah An-Nur, Surah Al-An'am, Surah Al-Azab, the Salawat of Nabi. Okay, one of the characteristics of this mosque, besides the names of four Khalifah, Abu Bakr, Umar, Osman, is also Bilal, as well as other mosques in Turkey. Always they mention they have the name of Sahabat and also Bilal. Name of Sahabat Bilal. Surah Qibla, Wal Wajah Shatul Masjid Al-Haram. We have Surah Al-Baqarah, Surah Al-Kursi, Surah Al-Quman, and all you can refer to my paper later on, inshallah. And the third mosque is Putrajaya. This is in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. I welcome those who from Malaysia, from Japan, America, and so on. Welcome to Malaysia, you can see, to visit our mosque. It is the heart of Putrajaya. And this is the mosque, Pinky Mosque, and this is the mihrab, very decorated by many inscriptions from Quran, especially. So these are the verses written in the mihrab and all the surroundings. The mosque, Surah Al-Jum'ah, Basara, Iqra, Imran, Hajarat, and also Kalimat. Okay, so now we look at the most frequent inscriptions in these three mosques. First, Kalimat Shahadah. Out of three mosques, two of these mosques, especially namely Sultan Ahmad Mosque and Putra Mosque, is decorated by Shahadah. What is Shahadah? Shahadah is the foundation essence of basic Islamic teaching, which is to enter Islam, to become Muslim, we have to recite Kalimat Shahadah, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. And there is no God, but Allah, and Muhammad is the prophet of Allah. So I refer to the book, I can say that it's the biggest book written for inscription in the Islamic world written by Dot and hieroglyph. And the book is the image of the world, the image of the word. And so they mentioned that the Kalimah Shahada are among the most popular inscriptions in mosques around the world. Okay, and they mentioned the names of the mosques. For example, Masjid Al-Hakim, Masjid Ali Kabir, Bars, Bay Mosque in Cairo, Egypt. So they are the mosques from Egypt. And from Turkey, Blue Mosque, Laimani Mosque, and in Pakistan, Badshahi Mosque, and other mosques that decorated by the Kalimah Shahada. So this is taken from a Blue Mosque, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan rasulullah. Okay, it is on the wall. And then the second most verses most selected to be decorating the most is Surah Tawbah, ayat 18 to 22. It is about the Ta'mir Mosque. Innama ya'muru masajid Allah. Who are the ones who maintain the mosque? And those who believe in Allah, in the hereafter. Okay, so you can see. Two of the three mosques that I selected is written by this surah, which is Surah Al-Masjid Al-Azhar, is written there, and also in Turkey. According to that hieroglyph, it is one of the most selected verses, and we can see it 160 mosques around the world, and decorated by these verses, including Prophet Mosque in Medina, Ibn Tolun in Egypt, Abu al-As, in Gaza as well, in Hebron, and all over the world. So this is one of the most important verses. Then we move to the third verse, which is Surah Al-Baqarah, ayat 139 to 144, which is we call it as ayat Qibla. فَوَلِّ وَجْهَكَ شَطْرَ الْمَسْجِدِ الْحَرَامِ. It is the direction of Qibla, to face the Kaaba. So these are one of the most selected verses written in many. So from the three mosques, we can see that it's written in the two of the mosques. In the Blue Mosque and the Putra Mosque. So the meaning is we have seen you turn your face to the sky. So indeed, we will turn you in a direction which is the direction of God. And then Surah Al-Jumu'ah. This inscription was found in Al-Azhar and in Putra Mosque. And as well as other mosques as well. In Cairo, in Delhi, in Cairo, and many other places in the world. So we have detected that most of the mosques in Muslim world, they choose this because it related to the main role played by the mosque is to pray Jummah. So that's why they create the mosque with Surah Al-Jumu'ah. And then name of Sahabat. In fact, the companions of the Salah, which is found in the Al-Azhar Mosque and Surah. So this is the one, the calligraphy is written in Al-Azhar Mosque. So it is quite difficult, but really is very significant because this only decorated in Al-Azhar Mosque after hundreds of years after Saudi Arabia toppled Shia and gold Egypt, and so this is indicate that now we already moved, we already changed from Shia to Sunni. That's why this calligraphy is written at the mihrab, the front wall of Al-Azhar Mosque, to show that, to indicate that now we are Sunni. So that's the message that like Saladin Academy. So there are also other inscriptions, and as well as Surah Yasin, Fatah. Why Al-Fatah only in Al-Azhar? Because there are many wars and struggle and from one empire to an empire. That's why Al-Fatah is related to war and holy war against many and to take over the power in the region. So I go to the conclusion. Islamic description in most whether Al-Quran or non-Quran, Hadith or numerous containers and so on. Aside from decorative purposes, they also play an important role as preaching media to the community Dakwah as Dakwah. Since the beginning of Islam, we can see from the early mosques, we have this culture. So the most religious who involved in building and constructing the construction of mosques should work with various parties. Right? So they don't just give a tender to anybody to write calligraphy just for decorating. That can happen a lot. So it is not correct. So we have to really choose what is the most suitable process, in what style. We have to make sure that the calligraphy is written correctly by the method, the rules. So people will benefit from the calligraphy. Thank you from me. Hopefully we can benefit all of us. Assalamualaikum.
Thank you so much, Dr. Abdul Rahman, for his presentation. So next we move to the second presentation. I would like to invite Prof. Dr. Badlihisham Muhammad Nasir for the second presentation titled Guidance of Islamic Akidah Among Convert Children, a Preliminary Study in the Land of the Rising Sun. Or Ms. Shafiqah, you can present. Prof. Rahman, can you stop sharing your window? Thank you.
Yes.
Uh,
I cannot share this I cannot share the article actually. So they say only the host can share.
oh, wait. Okay, done.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right.
Nasir tu saya mau kerja ni. Okay, I will present my fellow writer, Professor Badlihisham. Dia actually will present this. And my husband will present the slide. Iqra, can you adjust the setting?
Yeah. Who will share the slides?
Yeah, Brother Iqra will share. Can you adjust the team?
Ikhwan Hazi. Okay.
Yeah. Iqra.
All right.
Yeah.
Already?
Can you guys the no. Okay.
Do you have a slide presentation?
So you guys can see the article.
Madam Shafiqah, do you have a slide presentation, please?
Yeah, sorry, no. I have this article. I am on the journey for. Yeah, can I share this one?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, thank you. Alright. Okay. So, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Could you rotate the screen? Yeah, the sharing screen. Yes, like that. Okay, could you move to the English English. Alright.
Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Badlihisham. I present on concept paper entitled Guidance of Islamic Akidah among Convert Children, a preliminary study in Indian of the Rising Sun. Hamzah, Japan. Okay, I will first explain briefly the abstract in English, and then I will present in English. Insha Allah, I will make a summary in English about this concept, about this paper. Okay, so first of all, Islamic faith, okay, indeed is a fundamental element that must be instilled to shape the true identity of Muslim. Okay, Islamic faith or Akidah, especially for these converted children. Okay, the converted children, they need to get proper guidance in faith, as they are vulnerable to, because their parents also are a convert themselves. Okay, the parents themselves need to be guided in about Islam, as they are also convert. So yeah, so therefore the focus of this paper is to examine the concept of Islamic faith guided specifically for children based on the teaching of Quran and Sunnah, and to study the challenge of its application for the convert children in Japan. So the method of this concept paper is quantitative methodology involving a literature review about this topic. And then the result of this paper, I will later summarize it at the end of the session, insyaAllah. So, regarding, okay, sedikit mengenai kanak-kanak mu'alaf ataupun anak mu'alaf ni lah. Anak mu'alaf ni dikatakan merujuk kepada mereka yang memeluk Islam bersama dengan ibu bapa mereka, memeluk Islam bersama dengan ibu bapa mereka, ataupun mereka yang dari lahir ibu bapa mereka dah pun memeluk agama Islam. Jadi mereka ini adalah golongan yang sangat memerlukan guidance lah, sangat memerlukan bimbingan Islam. Namun tetapi mereka ini tidak dapat kerana ibu bapa mereka sendiri kurang bimbingan Islam, kerana ibu bapa sendiri sedang belajar mengenai Islam itu sendiri. Jadi sedangkan anak-anak ini kita tahu dalam Islam mereka perlu dididik. Mereka perlu dididik dengan mereka perlu dididik dengan Islam tetapi dan kita tahu dalam Islam sebut, Allah sebut, Nabi sebut setiap anak kena dalam suci, maka ibu bapanya lah yang mensuarakannya menjadi manusia, Yahudi atau Nasrani dan fitrah itu menurut Imam Al-Ghazali pun merujuk kepada surah Ar-Rum ayat 30, maka hadapkanlah wajahmu dengan lurus kepada agama Allah, tetaplah atas fitrah Allah yang manusia menjadi fitrah itu. Itulah agama yang baru, tetapi kebanyakan mereka tidak mengetahui. Maksudnya fitrah itu adalah Islam. Dan kita melihat pada kita melihat kepada tanggungjawab itu tidak kecuali kepada walaupun bapa itu mu'alaf, mereka kena mendidik anak-anak mereka itu dengan Islam. Tetapi jika kita lihat daripada kajian oleh Warner Paul 2016 dilakukan di Indonesia, kekurangan ilmu ibu bapa menyebabkan anak mereka menghadapi masalah untuk faham tentang pengetahuan agama. Pengetahuan agama menjadi terbatas lah. Jadi apatah lagi ibu bapa yang sering untuk meningkatkan kefahaman agama itu sendiri jadi makin lebih banyak masalah. Okay, baik. Seterusnya, jika ibu bapa itu mereka tidak mampu untuk mengikul ajaran Islam, tidak mampu mengikul amanah untuk mendidik anak-anak mereka, maka tanggungjawab itu jatuh kepada kerajaan ataupun dalam konteks mungkin Jepun kepada Islamic Dakwah Center dia yang ada di sana, institusi agama pertubuhan dakwah yang ada di sana lah. Kalau di Malaysia kita ada yang beragama Islam, ada yang ada penting sebagai ibu dan sebagai isteri. Jadi kepentingan beliau Akidah Islamiah berdasarkan amal saya dah sentuh sedikit banyak di atas. Apa pentinglah tanpa akidah mudah untuk terjerumus ke betul dari sudut akhlaknya dan sebagainya. Seterusnya kita juga dalam konteks dalam konteks negara Jepun yang mana dia dan banyak ketubuhan dakwah di sana seperti the Association of Japanese Muslim, adanya Jepun dakwah center dan sebagainya. Ya. Saya sebutkan di pendakwah center yang dia menjadi perumahan di sini, Association of Islamic Dakwah di Osaka dah terlalu banyak, namun masih lagi terdapat isu-isu seperti kurang bimbingan mengenai ajaran Islam ini terhadap golongan kanak-kanak mualafnya. Mereka tidak ada satu sistem yang berstruktur yang kena dengan pedagogi kepada kanak-kanak mualaf ni. Jadi dua kata pengajian mereka sumber-sumber ilmu, sumber buku seperti buku Fardu mereka agak sukar untuk dapatkan berdasarkan literatur yang saya dapati lah. Dan golongan ibu bapa mualaf itu sendiri susah mereka nak menggalakkan diri Islam kepada anak-anak mereka. Jadi itu antara cabaran yang mereka hadapi. Mereka juga hadapi cabaran untuk mengamalkan ajaran Islam itu sendiri, untuk solat, untuk berpakaian menutup aurat, untuk makan yang halal. Jadi dan lagi yang saya baca masyarakat Jepun mereka suka untuk berada dalam macam uniform. Semua orang sama. Jadi yang asing ni mereka akan dipandang asing dan sebagainya. Jadi satu cabaran lah untuk mereka mengamalkan syariat Islam ini. Baik, penutupnya yang mungkin saya akan sambil sebagai dalam bahasa Inggeris saja. Baik, jadi the result of the paper show that the guidance process in Islamic faith plays a significant role in strengthening the faith of convert children, which who are still new to Islam. Indeed, when there are several challenges in implementing Islamic pedagogy for convert children in Japan, as I mentioned before. For example, there are no proper Islamic faith classes for these convert children, and also they face several challenges and hardship to implementing Sharia Islam in Japan, okay, because of some factors. This group should be mutually sufficient Islamic teaching, as the Hadith expose you to not being born into the biggest family. And I believe we was more effort, and the effort has been done actually has been done a lot nowadays. But more effort needs to be done to serve Islamic faith guidance properly for this group. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Madam Shafiqah, for your presentation. So, okay, next we move to our third presenter, Prof. Dr. Badlihisham Muhammad Nasir. Okay, Prof. Badlihisham.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm changing the driver because I'm on my way to airport. Sorry. I'm changing the driver, and then the driver got to replace my position, and I'm on my way now to present the paper. So, first of all, I'd like to thank you all for so patient in receiving my presentation, because I'm not very well prepared for this presentation. I'm on my way actually to KLI airport because Mosques has postponed or scheduled the flight yesterday, so I got to be in the airport very soon. So that for my paper, if you look at the paper, you may see it is not a very well constructed paper, because it is written by undergraduate students who mainly not very versed in Japan developments of Islam, but they are quite eager to write something on Islam in Japan, and they actually aims to present it, but unfortunately they got their class, the whole student got their class today,
and then they are attending the class, and then have to prepare on their behalf instead. So with regard to the paper, so if you look at the roles of JDC in Japan, the Dakwah Center.
Sorry, Prof. Bali. Do you share your screen yet?
No, I don't have a. I don't have a
Oh, okay, okay.
If you want to see me, it is not so it's not proper because I'm on my way to airport and I'm on in the Islamik. So everyone also hearing or listening my presentation. So both of us in Osaka as well as Malaysia. Okay.
Yeah.
Shall we proceed for my brief talk? This is only a summary of my paper actually, and then we can put forward to listen, to hear any recommendation from you in order to make all our dreams become a reality in terms of disseminating the ideas of Dakwah, Islamic source in the state of rising sun. Okay, look at this. So if you look at the JDC, I think our paper regarding JDC is going to look at the roles of JDC. So first of all, we have to look at its background or historical background in terms of developments of the organization itself. So I think that it is I'm quite impressed to know that JDC was actually founded by our Malaysian fellow, Zulkarnain, and then it attracted me to come to Japan to join UKM for their mission last year, so that I'm thinking of having some sort of contribution to JDC. That's why the seminar is one of my actually dream in order to make it our contribution becoming a reality. And then the roles of JDC, as far as I know, is that according to its historical background, it may refer to the roles of Hishamudin itself. So that would impress us how someone who come to visit or come to learn or to come to study to non-Muslim countries such as Japan, which is so developed in terms of its progress, worldly progress, and then he also encompasses the ideas of Dakwah mission of study. So that actually should inculcate us to grow up with the ideas of Dakwah we must send a student abroad. So I think that Hajizul managed to build JDC is a worth experience to listen, to learn from him, in which that by having such a deep interview with him, we come to know how he managed to establish such an organization like JDC. So I think that on that part, our student cannot see him, cannot make an interview with him, and then we just learn from the written works in the internet. So if you look at internet's private works of JDC, it might not be disassociated with the roles of Hajizul said. So I think that realizing the fact that it is one person center, so I think that JDC may make its wider roles by expanding the roles from one main issue to be a systematic organization like nowadays. So in order to be more systematic organization in Dakwah, so I think that JDC may offer its role to be one-stop center for Islamic development in Japan. So that I think that it would be not only a center to learn Islam or center or version, but it would also be like what we have today, an academic accreditation, academic affiliation, a happy seminar, one stop for learning center for Islamic education, and then also widen up its wing to business entrepreneurship, something by opening cafe or pillows of JDC center, something like that, or it may attract some of our entrepreneurs in Malaysia to send more and more halal foods there, because it's hard for us to find out halal food there. So I'm actually arranging sending some halal food organized by my friends such as Reza, likewise Ibrahim food, Ibrahim food, something like that, and then sending. But unfortunately, we can make it due to some problem. So I think that by being a one-stop center in many that JC could play many role. So that's the first thing. So being JC being one-step center. So liking the fact that the JC was actually founded by Malay, so I think it is good for us to start with a very focusing in terms of time. So we have to bring along more and more Malaysian with the ideas of Dakwah, not only to JC, to all over Japan. So I think that for this sake, so we may see how we can establish some sort of Malaysia Japan Dakwah Institute, something like that, or Malay Japan Dakwah Seminar in particular, like this. So we can be able to bring more and more scholars to visit Japan, and as well as to contribute the ideas to the members of Dakwah in Japan. So by realizing the facts of its historical development, I think that we can make JSP more progress in the future. That is one thing. The second thing, I think that we look at the macro in Japan. So after reviewing some papers presenting yesterday, that we presenting yesterday, I managed to find that some characters of Japan people is well receptive. So I think that Islam is really welcome in Japan because that it would refer to the attitudes of Japanese people who like to learn something new. So I think that if I'm not mistaken, one of the new regions in Japan, I lost what his name is welcome by some of Japanese, but I think that the concept of that particular religion, new religion, is somehow similar. Islam wish that the religion also propose the ideas of Prophet and propose the ideas of the early establishment in the world, like Adam, our parents. So in which they really go to Japan, one place Japan. So I think that Japan can accept that. So I think that it is much more in Islam, in which Islam is more in terms of teaching, in terms of its connectivity, the worldly life, in terms of providing guidance and human guidance, and stuff. And then moreover, influence of Islam in terms of economy, because Japan look into it very detail. So if you look at someone come from outside, rich, so people open Japanese mind to see to accept such region adopted by such particular rich people. So I think that we are actually a more receptive people in the world. And the problems of Islamophobia, I think we can refer to the most recent celebration. I think that one day in which the people of Japan come to commemorate to remember the loss of their life in Hiroshima and Nagasaki on I think that in August, the 6th of August. So what I think that this objection, so we can refer to how people of nowadays facing the most struggle, the most problem issues created by Israelis in the cities of Palestine, in cities of Gaza. So I think that what Japan had suffered during their war, Second World War in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, actually is is lesser than what has been supported by the Muslim people. So I think this Muslim is not creating the war. Western world is actually creating the war and then punish everywhere in the world. So I think that the ideas of that Islam, Japan, that we were actually a victims. Victims. Have to be a victim in this particular context, but we were actually victims. In fact, historical has proved this. So I think for the second thing, and then and then the third thing, I think that we, as a Muslim, who come to Japan not only to visit. So I think that all Islamic organizations there should be together, uniting, and then try to find out many ways in order to not attract people to visit Japan for the sake of visiting itself, but to visit for the purpose of Dakwah. I think that we can open our discussion to the floor. So I'm sorry for not when I was presenting this because I have slide just my spontaneous talk to you today, and I hope that you can enjoy seminar, delivering your ideas and then contributing some money to the charity in which it will be a contribution of you and then be counted by Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. With that, thank you very much. I return my session to the chairman. Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam. All right, thank you very much to the Professor Badlihisham for your speech just now. So right now we would like to move to our first presenter. We start with Associate Professor Dr. Adawiyah Ismail to present about Dakwah approach in mosque. So could you share your screen? Okay, wait. Okay, done.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and every good morning. First, to thankful to Zakira as the moderator this session. Insha Allah, I would like to share an aspect about the in Malaysia, in mosque.
Dr. Adawiyah, do you want to share your slide presentation?
Okay, wait.
Macam nak ping tak tunjukkan tak muka dia. Sementara menunggu ni nak tunjuk muka dia. Okay. Tak nak.
I will share next to Zakira. Can you share you?
Alamak, sekejap. Wait, ya. You want to share with me?
Did you get the
No, not yet.
okay.
Tapi dia tak hantar lagi. Doktor terus share ke Zulsam slide presentation tu. Ada slide tapi tak ada ni. Doktor dah bagi ke?
Sedang loading.
Oh, sedang.
Loading.
Okay. Kalau doktor nak share terus pun boleh dekat laptop ni. Dekat laptop doktor.
Kalau ni loading hantar ke sini. Doktor hantar ke sini.
Dia kata nak hantar. Tengah loading. Ni. Ya. Slide dia dah ada. Share. Oh. Lama lagi ke doktor? Kalau lama kita mulakan dengan next presenter dulu. Doktor?
Boleh Hazikah share dulu?
Okay. So, if so, sorry for the technical issues. Doktor boleh ke?
Nanti doktor shift dengan
Share
Share.
share with local line.
Buka ni.
Tak ada doktor sekejap. Tak sampai lagi doktor.
I was share the slide with the local line in WhatsApp.
Not receive yet.
Mungkin doktor kami bagi Hazikah dulu boleh ke doktor? Shift sekejap.
Okay, can.
Hazikah.
Alright. So we move to the next presenter first. Welcome Miss Nurhaziqah Hishamudin for your presentation. The title is Implementation of Fardu Ain and Iqra Study Online to Revert in Japan. Okay, wait.
Okay, Assalamualaikum. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Clear?
Yes.
Okay. Can you see okay? The slide?
Yes, it's okay.
Yes.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Konnichiwa minasan. Watashi wa Harika desu. Malaysia desu. And I'm from the National University of Malaysia. I will present you my article about implementation of Fardu Ain and Iqra studies online to revert in Japan. This article, I make it because now I'm still teaching the reverts in Japan Dakwah Center. So I think this one that's nice to share with you all how the implementation of Fardu Ain and Iqra. So I make this with my lecturer, Dr. Adelia and Dr. Zulkifli. Okay, so the first one, Al-Quran study is a knowledge that has a theoretical and practical pattern. Usually, knowledge is learned through from musyawarah and talaki method that we share with the, the teachers with the face-to-face directly. But when the COVID-19 appeared, so mostly we do the class with the online session. So also included in JDC, we do with online class, online learning for Fardu and Iqra. Fardu mostly we call it like class, Islamic class. So okay, for the purpose of the study is implementation Fardu and Iqra. So the target is with Japanese. Mostly I teach the Muslimah. So the case is Japan Center, but I teach from Malaysia with the online class. So it will be nice to share with you all. The research problem is first one is lack of teaching staff who can speak English and Japanese to teach knowledge of Fardu Ain and Iqra. So we usually use English. Sometimes if the Japanese cannot speak in English, so we use a translator or so on. So second is limited space to hold classes physically at all times. So if the student is many or so on, so we have to use online class. Okay, and then the acceptance of Japanese convert to Islamic knowledge. We want to solve this. Okay. So the research method I use in my article is content analysis, and second is observation through engagement. Or while I'm teaching, I also observe the class session. Sorry. Okay, next is discussion. I search and I see from make of this from the class 5 aspects regarding the implementation of Fardu and Iqra class. The first one is module preparation and Fardu and Iqra syllabus. Okay, so we see in the syllabus is very important because we want to see the basic, intermediate, or advanced. Usually, I teach in basic level because they are very the first step to teach them to know about Fardu and Iqra. And second is the use of language. I'm not totally can speak Japanese, so I use English. But sometimes if the Japanese cannot speak English, so I say to my friends also for the translator to help me to translate it. Okay, so number 3 is reference syllabus. The syllabus that we use or I use reviewed by my teacher or my asatidah for better learning or better content. Okay, second is implementation of classes online. Okay, the first one is digital application that support teaching. That we use now is Zoom. So I use Zoom too because it's so friendly that I want to write and so on. Second is Azure voice clarity, repetition of reading and explanation of tajwid law. So if I talk, I have to make sure the revert Japanese have to hear carefully or hear clarity. Okay. Second is theoretical and practical through theory through digital material, demonstrate online, video, or we have to show it the movement. Although we use the online platform. Number 3 is digital content. We also use digital Iqra books, like videos and so on. Okay, so number 3, training for instructor or TOT. We have to, not only me as a teacher, also my friends have to learn the fundamental of preaching using the appropriate preaching approach to the Muslimah. And second is strengthening Iqra pedagogy, applying the best method, how we want to connect with the reverts, and how we want to, like, we not just a formal teaching, just like a friend and so on. And number 3 is training and preaching practice. Also, JDC make a workshop and class for the trainer, for the teacher. So we have a better base for teach the student. Okay. Number 4, the initiative of the authorities also important, because preaching is institution, preachers, the public, the government, so on, can help the reverts want to go to the class. Okay. Second is class management. This one is important because the Japanese maybe not know if PC have a class. So if you want to, and if they want to know, we have to make a promotion of class funding and also program places. So from that, we can attract them to go to the class. Okay, next is expand the network. Okay, this one, after we do the class or before we do the class, we also can expand the network. Okay, for example, they join the class for the first time, and then another Japanese join the class. So they can add in the contact river in Japan. So they know who the friends that also join the class. Okay, the last one is the accumulation of students to participate in class. Okay, this one also after I do the observe practical students, they are come to Japan, come to JDC to make like intern student. So the first one they learn for the basic one, and then they attract with something, and then they want to learn about Fardu or Iqra. So they go for the class face to face or one by one, for example. Okay, second is marriage, encouragement of Muslim couples to learn Fardu and Iqra. Maybe if they marriage a husband in Malaysia or so on, and the husband say you should to join the class and so on, so they go to the class. And the last one is program or tour, visit by a Muslim student to university in Japan, or visit by Japanese citizen to Dakwah institution in Japan, for example JDC. So from this, they will be attracted to learn to join the class. And I see after their few days, they go to the class, and then they ask for more. Can we do the class next time? I want to join the next time. I want to learn more. And then this one could make the more attract to the Islamic learning. Okay, so that's all for our aspect. So the conclusion is Fardu and Iqra study classes can implement online through the preparation Fardu and Iqra modules. Second is online class implementation, training, initiative from authorities, and desire earnest of convert students to join the class. However, the class will be more effective if it is physically combined in the Japanese so they can learn directly about Muslim. So what I'm teaching in online class, so in Japan, in JDC also, they can learn too. So, that's all for me. This one, the picture after I do some of classes for Japanese Muslim. So, inshallah, that's all for me. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Ms. Nurhaziqah, for your presentation. So lastly, we would like to invite Dr. Adawiyah Ismail to continue her presentation. Okay. Okay.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Can we highlight? Okay, you sharing the slide, which is I email.
Yes, yes. Wait a minute. Where, Doctor?
So ini because I'm online from my city in Kepada.
Okay, okay. Sekejap, Okay.
Inshallah. I will continue my presentation. My name is Ismail. I'm from Research Center for Dakwah and Leadership, Faculty of Islamic Studies from UKM or the National University of Malaysia. But now I would like to share with you another sentence in Porsche. Okay. Next, the introduction. The first building by the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam in Medina during Hijrah. Mosques are also as a symbol of the greatness of Islam, a place to build confidences, engagement in politics, education, and the base for community development. The word masjid from the Arabic word kalimah of the word sajada, yasjudu, sujudan, which means a place for prostration. The mosque institution could also be called a musalla. In Arabic, this is the kalimah or the word of Arabic, a musalla or surau, the language. However, it usually refer to places of worship for Muslims that are smaller in size compared to mosques, that are larger in size and with various places. Masjid or mosque as an institution, the mosque is an of Muslims committee as a source of spiritual and physical development, as well as determinate of determinator of the future direction of Muslims. As an institution, the mosque is at the heart of Muslim community as a spiritual and physical development, as well as a determinant of the future direction of Muslims. Next. Dakwah approach to mosque. Dakwah approach to mosque is one of the effective methods in delivering dakwah and connecting the greatness of Islam to the public. The management and community members of mosque need to play their role in preserving the integrity of dakwah activities in mosque. This is because they are responsible for planning dakwah activities that would bring the community closer to the true teachings of Islam. Dakwah approach to mosque, various approaches can be implemented by those to deliver Islamic teachings to the local community. For example, the dakwah bil-lisan or bil-lisan approach. This approach dakwah bil-lisan in Arabic is about talk or speech and talk about and sharing motivates. This approach is often used in the field of dakwah by most preachers. The bil-lisan approach or dakwah bil-lisan refers to the act of preaching through speech or words directed to the target of the dakwah, to mad'u or to respondents. By using this approach, preachers can use the mosque as a medium in conveying and disseminating Islamic teachings to the community through speech and talk. Dakwah bil-lisan. This is a part of the activities that can be conducted in mosque bil-lisan or how approach is to hold routine religious classes. Most of the mosques in Malaysia use this approach as a medium to convey and expand the teachings of Islam. This type of activities can be scheduled on a weekly basis by having discussions on the three basics of Fardu, individual obligations, namely faith, worship, and morality, which include monism, human understanding of Sharia, and tasawwuf of Islam. Okay, the next another approach can be taken by the mosque is education. This approach can be implemented by arranging Quran classes at the mosque on a weekly basis for 2 or 3 times a week. The mosque can divide the class into several sessions, namely sessions with children, adults, and elderly. Next.
Okay.
Another approach is the dakwah bil-hal. Dakwah bil-hal by moral or by situation is another dakwah approach that can be held the most through the implementation of social activities, and they can help to strengthen the Islamic brotherhood between Muslims in the area of Korea. In Arabic, Korea, or in English, maybe in the town, the area, we live Muslims community or non-Muslim community. The mosque management could conduct social services for the in the Korea or the town, or around the league, such as providing monthly assistance and covering the medical costs, which could is the burden of poor families. In addition, the implementation of some activities such as communal cleanups, breaking fast, and Eid celebration, Eid al-Adha or Eid al-Fitr, put nature awareness among the community of the importance of togetherness and unity between Muslims, which would further strengthen their brotherhood. These instances clearly show that the mosque is immensely important in being a model for the delivery of Dakwah. Dakwah activities at the mosque can be categorized into the groups such as for men, women, adults, and children. In the next slide,
Okay.
such activities may include sports and public pictures, recreation, alcohol, competition, Qasidah, and Maulid or Badlihisham praise in celebration of Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, Nasheed or the religious songs, health checkups, business services, Quran study, Arabic language classes, Quran classes, youth camps, Qurban, baking class, and Fitri or and Adha, Tarawih, prayer, zakat counter service, and self-defense classes, youth development camps, Islamic art carnivals, Islamic celebration of events, Al-Mi'raj, Maulid Rasul. This is the event of the Muslims. Nuzul Quran, Qadar in Ramadan, the cookies programs, reading ceremonies, most often day seminar, and courses for pre and post marriage courses. Yeah. Hajj and Umrah courses, Quran, competition of Quran ceremony, dialogue on social issues, and providing sport facilities for children and young. In the next is my conclusion. Next slide. The Dakwah approach is the most effective in disseminating Dakwah while being available to strengthen the bonds of the Muslim communities in Papua or in town or village and around the Muslim or non-Muslim area. However, there are also other approaches that can be used by preacher or in convening and spreading Islamic teachings, such as through social media. A mosque is a house of worship for Muslims. Okay, I think that for this morning. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Adawiyah, for your presentation. Okay, so I would like to open if you guys in this floor and in the Zoom meeting have a question. So please we move to the Q&A session. Anyone have question? Tak ada. Okay, you guys in the Zoom meeting have question?
Thank you for your presenting Dr. Adawiyah. About the challenge of school of thought, dakwah di masjid. Kita menghadapi cabaran dalam dakwah di masjid ini ialah
Dengar ke doktor?
the school of thought
Tak dengar,
yang
tak
berbeza.
dengar. Kejap, tak dengar. Datuk, Datuk ni.
Sini.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Dengar?
Dengar.
Boleh. Okay.
I want to ask to Dr. Kawia, thanks for good presenting about Dakwah in masjid, mosque. Now we have challenging in use our tools, our instrument in Dakwah in terms of Maulid Nabi. Now we are celebrating Maulid Nabi 12 Rabiul Awal. So kita ada cabaran di sana. Bahawa ada pendapat yang mengatakan bahawa Maulid Nabi ini sesuatu yang bid'ah. So what is your opinion? How to face this problem, school of thoughts in dakwah Islam? Itu soalan.
Thank you to Mr.
Dr. Rahman. Prof.
Okay. Can I answer in English?
In English, yes, sure.
The challenges. Challenges for youth community. Cabaran kepada belia atau orang muda untuk menyambut tentang Maulid Rasul. Adanya amalan di Malaysia, actually di Malaysia amalan maklum aktiviti yang diadakan di Malaysia khususnya untuk menunjukkan ingatan kita, remember Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, birthday of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam di Maulid Rasul. Pelbagai acara itu sebagai peringatan kita cinta bila Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Ya. Selagi aktiviti itu memberi manfaat aktiviti Muslim about akhlak baginda, pertuturan baginda, sunnah baginda, dan kehidupan baginda, dan lifestyle of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And in Islam, dalam agama Islam itu tidak melarang. Selagi mana dia tidak bercanda dengan syariat Islam itu sendiri, tidak menjadi kesalahan pun. Jangan pihak terkait khususnya institusi agama yang bertanggungjawab di Malaysia, yakin Jabatan Kemajuan Islam di Malaysia yakin sentiasa mewar-warkan dan kita kata menghebahkan apa dua aktivitis yang bersesuaian bagi mengingati Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Ya, walaupun di sana ada percanggahan pandangan tertentu yang menyatakan bahawa Maulid Rasul ini adalah tidak, pada saya dia adalah hasanah, tidak hasanah dalam kategori itu. Sebab memperingati Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam dalam pelbagai cara dibenarkan, selagi ia tidak bercanggahan dalam majlis Maulid Rasul itu sendiri, antara diperanatkan majlis ceramah bagi dia memberi improvement kepada kriteria Muslim itu sendiri, follow the sunnah Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the lifestyle of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So why not? Dibenarkan, dibolehkan. Kepada beliau dan orang-orang muda, khususnya mereka perlu diberi kesedaran bila mana cara memperingati Nabi, menyambut hari kelahiran Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam ini, dia bercakap dengan apa saja aktiviti yang bersesuaian, ingatlah lebih baik hiburan-hiburan yang jadi kita tahu konteks dalam penganjuran majlis Maulid Rasul ini antaranya ada berbagi, ada qasidah, ada nasyid, ya, ada ceramah, cerita kita nak bekerja, ya, dan sebagainya lagi. Ada syafah, saya kira itulah amalan kepada saya kalau amalan kita di Malaysia seperti ini masih ada ruang untuk kita memberi kesedaran dan meningkatkan permintaan hanya pada ini untuk mereka boleh adapt dengan apa event yang baik yang bermanfaat dari sudut agama, menunjukkan kecintaan dan mengamalkan sunnah dan kita itu sendiri. Wallahu a'lam. Terima kasih.
Okay, thank you Dr. Adawiyah for your answer. Is there any other question? No.
Makanan sunat atau makanan bidah.
Ya, Assalamualaikum Doktor. Mungkin Doktor boleh berikan pendapat tentang ada sebahagian yang orang kata sangat-sangat bergantung pada makanan sunat sehingga mengenepikan rawatan yang lebih utama dalam merawat penyakit-penyakit tertentu. Terima kasih. Oh, dah boleh masih. Saya macam tak tahu jawapan tu.
Okay, Doktor, boleh jawab ke? Doktor dengar ke soalan yang second tadi?
Ada tanya tu. Oh. Okey dah. Itu saja.
Okay, tu je. Dah ke? Dah. Okay. So ladies and gentlemen, with the last question just now, so our session has come to the end, and which means we already finished our parallel session for today, and we also end of our seminar this time. So me myself, Siti Zakira Imana Abdul Rahman, on behalf of all the organizers, would like to extend our sincere apologies for any shortcomings that may have occurred during this session. So let us now close the parallel session by reciting the Tasbih Kafara and Surah Al-As together. So thank you so much everyone, and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Aduh,